the edge of forever. When the Orion War ended, the stars themselves looked tired. For nearly a century, humans had fought the Kaelari Dominion, beings of radiant energy and shifting form, until both sides were broken, their fleets drifting like graveyards of light across the black. The peace that followed was not victory, only exhaustion. Treaties were written in ash, signed by hands that trembled too much to hold pens. Commander Rian Holt was one of the last soldiers pulled from the wreckage. A veteran of 12 campaigns, he had seen planets burn and gods fall, and yet nothing prepared him for the silence that followed peace. The Terran Reclamation Corps sent him to Eclipsera, a frontier world once scarred by the war. His mission was simple: oversee the dismantling of Kaelari war machines, clear their ruins, and rebuild the colony. It should have been a new beginning. Instead, it became the beginning of something forbidden. The first time Rian saw her, she wasn't a soldier or a ghost. She was light made flesh. Her name was Seris, a Kaelari scientist assigned under the fragile truce to help stabilize the old energy fields that once powered their weapons. Her skin shimmered faintly, like liquid silver under the sunlight, her eyes reflecting shifting constellations as if whole galaxies swam behind them. To most humans, she was a symbol of the enemy, a reminder of every child lost in the war. But to Rian, she was quiet, curious, sad in a way he recognized in himself. Their first meeting was all tension. Rian distrusted her, the way her voice hummed with alien resonance, the way she could manipulate power grids with her bare hands. But when a collapsing generator nearly detonated, it was Seris who shielded him, wrapping him in a cocoon of living light that saved his life at the cost of nearly extinguishing her own. From then on, the distance between them began to fracture. Weeks turned into months as they rebuilt the colony together. Rian learned the soft glow of her laughter, the way she hummed to machinery to make it obey, how her people saw the universe not as a battlefield but as a song. She, in turn, learned about humanity's stubborn hope, about art, coffee, old Terran music that made her pulse glow faintly blue. She once told him that humans felt too much for creatures made of matter, that love and grief were the same flame in different winds. When he touched her hand, it was like holding lightning, dangerous, impossible real, but the peace was crumbling. Across the systems, radicals on both sides whispered of vengeance. The Dominion's High Council accused Seris of treason for aiding humans, while Terran Command warned Rian that sympathy for the enemy was grounds for court-martial. Still, they met in secret under the collapsed domes of Eclipsera's old observatory, where starlight broke through shattered glass. There, under the fractured constellations, she asked, "Do you believe the stars forgive us for what we've done?" Rian answered, "Only if we stop trying to repeat it." When the peace collapsed entirely, Seris was ordered to return to her people. She refused. Together they fled into the wildlands, chased by both armies, hunted by drones that could smell betrayal in the electromagnetic field. Rian built shelters from ruined bases. Seris cloaked them with her luminous energy. In the cold nights, they dreamed of a place where human and Kaelari children could walk under the same sun without fear. But peace has a price. The Dominion unleashed a supernova weapon near the system, tearing a rift in space-time that threatened to consume the planet. To save Eclipsera, Seris had to fuse her essence into the planet's core, becoming part of its light, forever beyond reach. Their last moment was under a dawn that burned brighter than any before. Her body flickered, becoming translucent, her voice fading into resonance. She cupped his face in her glowing hands and whispered, "You taught me what it means to be human. Now let me teach you how to hope." He begged her to stay, but she only smiled, soft, radiant, endless. When the light engulfed her, Rian screamed into the wind, his voice lost in the roar of creation. The world stabilized. Eclipsera survived. But Seris was gone. Years later, the colony thrived. The nights shimmered faintly with a glow no human could explain. Soft pulses of light that danced like breath, whispering through the atmosphere. The settlers called them Seris winds. Rian, now an old man, would sit beneath those glowing skies, close his eyes, and swear he could still feel her warmth in the air. One night, as the aurora rose higher than ever before, he heard a whisper, faint, musical, unmistakable. "Rian." "We kept our promise." He looked up and saw her silhouette in the light. Not a memory, but something more, woven into the world itself. And for the first time since the war, the stars no longer looked tired.